Hey, what's up? I'm Douglas Godino, and I'm just making this video to show you some of my Goosebumps masks that are replicated from the 90s Goosebumps TV show. Okay, so they're in my basement, in my studio, that I make my molds in my studio. I sculpt the masks upstairs sometimes, but sometimes I sculpt them down here as well. But these are all the molds and stuff you see, and here are the masks. So far I've made the haunted mask, which is my favorite episode, which was what inspired me to make all these in the first place, which was the haunted mask. I made some other haunted masks from the episode. I made the haunted mask 2, which didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to, but it's still good. I do like it. I think it could have been a little better. And the creep from Calling All Creeps. As you can see, I glued in some. This is called polymer clay. It's super sculpty that I glued in to. So they're hard actually. I glued them in with some super glue. And this is the snake cobra creature that was seen in. It's what the parents turn into. Well, if you didn't see the episode, I shouldn't say, but I kind of already did. But it's from The Girl Who Cried Monster. It's also in Shocker on Shock Street. You see it. Actually, you see this one. I also made the other version of it, the bluer. The one in the episode is actually more grayish, but I think this one's pretty good. And this is I'm gonna resculpt. I'm actually planning on resculpting this one. This one's also in the haunted mask. I plan to resculpt it because I don't know, I feel like I could do it a little better. Yeah, and this one is another one that I want to resculpt. It's a corpse mask from, you see it in the haunted mask, and you also see it in Shocker on Shock Street, with some like fake eyes in it, some like spooky eyeballs. So yeah, that's that. And this one actually is just one that I designed myself, not from Goosebumps or anything. I actually had sculpted a haunted mask before, but I decided this is my old haunted mask that I'm not a fan of. I'm glad I resculpted it because I could do better. Now I could do better, but it's not terrible. It's just I felt I could get it more accurate if I did it again. So yeah, and this one happened to be a little more smaller, the head, but it's better detailed and just a better replica of it. So yeah, and I also wanted to sculpt it again because I had went to the studio. The actual Ron Stefanik, who was in charge of the creatures for the show, I had gone to the studio to work for him, actually, to one of the projects that he was doing, which was probably one of the best times of my life, because I was inspired by him in the first place to make these. So yeah, I contacted him, and he contacted me and said that be back, and then he said that he asked me if I would want to get some experience in a studio. So I said sure. So I went to Toronto and saw some of the original masks, and some of them were in good shape and like looked like they were in the show, and some of them were like falling apart and crumbling, which was, unfortunate, but over time that's just what happens. So I saw he had one of the haunted masks there, and I was looking at it and I could see more of the detail on it. And so I decided when I came back that I would resculpt one, and this is it. I also got some pictures of this one as well, and a few other ones that were there. This one, he still had this one there, the corpse, and he had the haunted mask too. The creep, he had this one. The snake mask was falling apart, unfortunately, pretty bad. And yes, he had this haunted mask as well. Not sure what to call it, but it's a cool one. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to show you this my growing collection of Goosebumps replica masks that I've been making, and I really hope you enjoyed it.